Hope you can all hear me. Welcome once again. Today we are very few in class. All right. Let me just share my screen. All right. Presentation is not starting. This time yes. All right. With this, I believe everyone can see my screen now. All right. So today we'll be doing the same practicals, but I'll be using the mobile version. One of the things that I've recognized is we've been doing these practicals, this um, we've been running the ad from the laptop version. So in today's class, I'll be doing this with the mobile version. So the mobile version, I already know that you have the Meta Ads Manager installed and the business suite already installed. So let me open that and we'll continue. One second, let me stop sharing first and open that. It will take some time to open. I'm using an app that allows me to present everything that I'm doing on the mobile version. So for everyone here who is using the mobile version, who has a mobile phone and has been following along, today is your day. So please pay very close attention to today's class. So the first thing that you recognize here, okay, is still a white screen. Dang, a lot of messages. All right. So as you can see, you will notice that most of what you're seeing on your screen right now looks exactly like um the mobile phone that you're using. So let me see one second. I'm sharing the entire screen. So let me stop sharing first. Then share the window so that it makes sense for everyone. All right. So we'll be doing the same practicals, right? So on your phone, if you're following along, this is what we'll be doing. So I'll go to my green tab here. And please, if you're on mute, kindly if you're on speaker, kindly unmute for us. Thank you. All right. So on the mobile phone version, you see we have the create campaign and we have the duplicate existing campaign. So you simply go to the create campaign. So again, the practicals is all about creating good campaigns, better campaigns than only boosting. The previous version that you are used to is okay, you make the post on Facebook, then you click on boost post. The reason why most of you fail with that is with the boost post, the objective is wrong. It's going to be set to only awareness or sometimes engagement objective. And what we want to do, we want to set our objective to be sales. That's why we decided we learned it and we've all agreed that instead of only posting, let's use the correct part, which is going to be using the ads manager to run our ads, right? So the best campaign, since we are going to be running an ad for any product here, is going to be sales, unless maybe we have a product that we want to present and we want to present that we want to educate that we want to make people curious about. That's when we are going to select the other objectives that we have listed. That's going to be awareness, engagement, and traffic, right? The next time we come, we'll also look at how to set the traffic ads for those who already have the cart, you've already activated your cart system. We also look at that as well, right? So, but first, let's get this right. And for those who haven't done that yet, please pay attention. All right, so I'll select the sales as my objective and we'll set everything up from here. Right, so you should see the same thing on your phone. Change the name. So let's take a new product. Um, let's use Renacall. So Renacall sales April 2026. The destination is going to be WhatsApp. If you're here, you're already in tune with what we are doing, and so I'll not explain this again. For our budget, with this, we'll set it to be $3. That's what we want to do. And if you have more than that, you can also do that as well, right? So you shouldn't be only limited to the $3, right? So once I've set my campaign name, I've set my budget, the other things here shouldn't, um, don't worry about this. So you should see this exact thing on your phone here. Then the next one for me is going to be the ad set. So I'll change the name as well, right? So the ad set, I'm going to change the name as well to be Renaco Asaf. So sorry, the name is not Renaco, it's Renaco. R-A. R-A. So R-A-N. Okay. One second, let me spell this. Oh, okay. R-E. Okay, thank you. So R-E-N-A. So Renaco. All right, thank you. So the correct spelling of Renaco. All right, so let me copy this, save. Let me go back to my campaign and then change the name back to the right one here. Then save and continue. I'll go to my ad set again. So from what we've been learning so far, we know that our destination is going to be on, we want to set people to WhatsApp, right? So at our conversion level, we are going to set this to be our message destination. That's already been set, but since we are doing this on mobile, I'm going to explain it one more time. So it's going to be message destination is going to be on WhatsApp business. So I'm going to deselect Messenger and select WhatsApp business. That's our right one. So I'm going to deselect WhatsApp Messenger, select WhatsApp business. That's where people are going to send us message. So if you're running the ad and you're not getting any message, you are seeing the results. Please check this. Check and see if your message destination is going to be on business. So um am I moving too fast for you guys? Am I moving too fast or is everyone following along so far? If you don't speak, that means we are all on the same page. Please, are we all like, am I moving too fast or should I slow down a little bit? All right, then, okay. Most of you already maybe already know this. So, all right. So to explain it again, the message destination is where people are going to send us messages, right? There was a mistake on one affiliate came here, was that last week or last 2 weeks? And we noticed that her ad is performing, but she's not getting any message. The mistake here was the destination was wrong. The people were actually responding to the ad. People were actually interested in the product, but they didn't know where to message her for more information. So getting this wrong can either break or make your ad, your campaign, can either break or it's something that can either make you money or lose money. And people have lost money. So please pay attention here. So our message destination, as I'm saying, is okay, where are people going to send us message, right? So the first thing you are seeing here on default is going to be on Messenger. We don't want that. Most of you are not very active on Facebook. We are active on WhatsApp. So your message destination is going to be set to WhatsApp business. That's what I've selected. The other ones, I'm not going to select them so that we have one specific goal. They watch the ad, then they reach out to us on WhatsApp. That is it. I hope you are following. So once we've set this, again, I'm using I'm using this app so that you can see that it's the same as your phone, right? So if you're following along with your phone, you should be seeing this same thing that I'm seeing here, right? Then the next thing here that you should also pay attention to, one of the things that I've noticed is most of you want to only run the ad for a specific period, and once it's done, you don't have enough money to pay for it. With this, we have something we call the schedule, right? So if you leave it as is, that means that the ad is going to run to infinity until maybe you don't have money, and then Facebook stops charging your account, or you don't have money in the bank account. If you have money in your bank account, Facebook will continue to charge that account for as long as the ad continues to stay public. So if you have your budget, you don't have enough money, and you only want the ad to run for 7 days, please pay attention. This is where you set this is where you can set the schedule. Okay, I want to run the ad for 7 days. I want to start the ad from today to also end at a specific date. With the schedule, this is where we go to. So I'll go to the schedule here. I'm going to, so um, we have April 28th, that's today, and we want to run it for 7 days, right? So for 7 days, once I on your phone, once you click on this, you click on ongoing. The ongoing means that it doesn't have an end date. So for me to have an end date, I'll simply click on add end date. By adding an end date, that means I'm going to give it a lock that okay, you're going to run from here to here, and that is it. You're not going to continue running. So maybe I want to run the ad for 7 days, right? So for 7 days, I'll come here. So 7 days will be next week. So I say, okay, on the second, you should stop the ad, right? So on Tuesday, 2nd May, then I'll click on done, and you see it has selected the exact end date, which is um uh, 1 second. So seems we yeah, so April, if we selected that June, that means we're going to run it for for a very, very long time. So Tuesday is going to be 5th. Sorry about that. So that's 7 days exactly. If I selected June, it's more than 30 days. All right, so now we've set an end date from April today to May 5th, right? So the timing, let me change it to maybe 4 o'clock. All right, so 4 o'clock today, then this place to 4 o'clock. All right, so we have our end date. Then, sorry. Okay, I can use this one as one. Nice. So you can see the convenience. You can either use the scroll bar or you can enter in here manually. And once you are done, I'll just click on continue. Nice. The next thing that I'm going to do is at the audience section. This is very important. So the audience section, with this place, I'm going to set the audience. I'm going to set the country, the locations I want the ad to run. But before I do that, let me change the minimum age from 18. So since we are running the Renal Core ad, I want the ad to run to an older audience. I'll change the ad from 18 years to 25 years and above, right? And based on what we've mentioned, all right, one second. Based on what I've mentioned in the past, I've told you that the best hack is looking at the affiliates currently selling products, actually making sales, and look at the locations where sales are coming from. And based on our past sessions, we have some locations in mind, right? So we know that Accra is one of the hot spots. So I'll type in Accra here, Accra, Ghana. It will ask us to update. All right, so let me just change it for you so that I can read this. I can read this to you. So you see here, when you're changing it, it says update your audience. You can select locations that overlap your audience. So in the beginning, because it is on Ghana, broad, and then we have Accra, which is in Ghana. When you get this pop up, it doesn't mean anything. Just click on OK and be done with it, right? It's simply giving you a prompt that, hey, you are selecting the same place again because Accra is in Ghana, right? So that's usually why you see that prompt. So once I select Accra, Ghana, another hotspot that we also know is the Ashanti region. So I'll type in that as well. Another hotspot that we also know is going to be the northern region. So northern Ghana is also there. We also have our western region. So western Ghana. I also type that in. Then the last will be central Ghana. So I'll enter that in. So we have about five. We can enter in as much as we want here. This one, it says it's a city. Let me change that. I want to change that to region. So Greater Accra. All right. So this is a region. So update. So you can see all of them have turned to our regions now. So I'll just click on. You see this check mark here. I'll click on it so that it saves for me. Then you can see that it has located Ashanti, Northern region, Western region, Central, and then Greater Accra region. Nicely done. Then I'll scroll down here. So I'll just scroll down. And as you can see, we have our minimum age to be 25 to 65. Nicely done as well. There's nothing to change here. And it says that our estimated audience is going to be from 6 to 7.5 million. It doesn't mean the ad is going to be shown to all these people at once. No, the only time your ad will be shown to these people is when you're spending as much money per day as possible. If you are spending about 100,000 Ghana cedis or 10,000 Ghana cedis, you'll be getting a chunk of this. That's why in the beginning we explain what a bid system is. So people are bidding to get in front of these people, these 7 million people. When we start running the ad at $3 per day, it's only going to be serving there to about 1,000 people per day. And when the ad begins to perform, when we get a winning hook, we get a winning ad, then we can scale it from there, right? So usually this is just an estimate of the people we can reach, but not at a $3 budget. That would be nice, but that's not how it works. All right. So once I've done that, the next thing here, so we've entered the schedule, the audience. The next one is going to be our placement. So the placement is where the ad is going to be shown. And on default, it is set to advantage plus placement. We can leave it as is, but usually I like to put it on manual placement so that I have control over where things are being shown, right? So I have my news feed, and so I have. All right, so it's already set for me here. Let me check. So we have our Facebook and then Instagram. That's it. If you're using the phone, these are the options that you get. But if you're using desktop, they give you the WhatsApp audience as well, right? But on your phone, this is the exact information you'll see. So this is the mobile version. So I'll just click on continue. That is it. And after you've done all this, the next part would be the art itself, right? So the art is where the creativity comes in. So this is where we are going to enter and we are going to set the art, the caption, the image, and then our call to action. So let me give this art a name as well. So let me put, so this is going to be our first art. All right, so this is our first art. And once we've given it a name, it says art setup. The art setup is single image or video. We know that um it's going to be two parts. So one of the things is this, right? So if I click on it, you can see we have the setup and then we have the format. Most of you here, with a setup, we have two parts. You can choose existing posts that you've made on your profile, or we can create the art directly on Art Manager. So if you already have a post on your profile that you want to boost, you click on the use existing post. For me, I don't have any existing posts, right? So I don't have any existing posts. So if I select this, nothing is going to show up. But if you have a post on your profile that you want to use, click on the art setup, go to the settings and you click on setup and you click on use existing post, right? Once you've clicked on that, you go to your post and then here's where you select the post. On my profile, I don't have any post that I'm going to that I've created, so that's why it is empty. But for you, if you already have a post in mind, you can select that here. Let me show you an example because I have, and let me see. Let me go to the outset. Let me see if I can find that. Uh, Identity. Okay, let me use this one to show you how we can select the existing art, right? So I'll go here, instead of create, I'll use the existing post, continue. Then here, I'll go to posts. And as you can see, we have some posts that we've made, right? So if you have a post that I've already made, I want to boost, you select that post, then we go back and once you've done all this, you click on preview and then you publish. That's everything. It's very easy. It's very easy, especially if you have your post already in place. There's nothing else for you to do. You just click on preview, review for Facebook to review, and then you publish. So let's review it and see how it looks like. So let's open, let's just wait for the art review to come on. So for review, it's going to show you everything that you've done. So as you can see, this is the art and the preview. It's giving us the hook, then the video, the post that we have on our page. Then we have our art sets. The art sets is where we selected our schedule, our audience. So if you are following along, this is you should be seeing this exact thing. And our placements, we have our Facebook and Instagram. Then we have our ad. With the ad, we selected use existing post. And since we use the existing post, we can see it here. It says post and the identity, which page we are using is the Cemech Global Networks page to just show you an example of how to do that. And then we have the ad setup. We used existing post. Once you've seen everything is good and okay, you click on publish and Facebook will then take your ad. It will review the ad for probably, usually it takes 24 hours to 48 hours on the longer time, but on the fastest time is between 1 to 2 hours for them to review and then have launch your ad live on Facebook. So that's how you use the existing post. But let's say you don't have an existing post and you want to create the ad manually. So let me go back to the one that we were using. So if I, all right, 1 second. All right. So let's say you don't have an existing post. You want to create the ad natively, right? So if you have the captions, you have the image, this is what I'll do. I'll select create ad, and it says select the format. Choose how you like your ad. Choose how you'd like to structure your ad. We have single image or video. So if you have a single image or video that you want to use, this is what you select. But if you have the same product we're not called, but series of images, if you select carousel. For us, we only want to use a single image and video, right? So to do that, I'll select this art, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is going to be our art creative. So I'll select the art creative. Here is where we are going to enter our image, then our hook, and our call to action, right? So before I continue, does anyone have any questions up to this point? This is the mobile version of what we've been doing so far for those who are following along. So before I move forward, does anyone have any questions? Any, yes, you can either raise your hand and I'll call you to stage, or you can simply unmute and speak your mind.
Oh,
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Lavish.
hello,
Whoa, internet connection is unstable.
hello.
Hello, we can hear you, but internet connection is really unstable. All right, Mr.
Yeah,
Lavish.
I would like you. Hello.
Yes, I can hear
I
you.
like you to go. Yeah, I would like you to go over all again.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, I would like you to go over it all again. Yeah,
All
thank
right,
you.
you're welcome. Any other question? All right, so on Mr. Labby's request, we will be going all over it again, right? So we,
Probably
Yes,
you can,
so
you can conclude. You can conclude and you go over again.
yeah, some
all
of
right,
us we didn't join early, so we are pleading you go over again.
okay, no worries. So this is the mobile version. So this is basically it, right? So let me close every single thing that we've done here. 1 second, discard. All right. So on your mobile, this is what you should see, especially if you've already run some art, right? So 1 second, what is this? Okay, just some notifications. All right, so to create an ad, the first thing that I'll do if I'm using mobile phone is click on this green button, and we have the create campaign and duplicate campaign. We are creating a new campaign, so I'll click on create new campaign. For our objective, we want sales. We want people to reach out to us and make sales. We don't want awareness. We don't want traffic. We don't want leads. We want sales. So I'll select the sales campaign, right? Let me just wait for it to load. All right. So once the sales campaign has been selected, the first thing that I'm doing is giving it a name. So we are going to be running an ad for winner call. And based on my naming convention that I've explained, it can be anything that you want. This is up to you. For me, I usually name it like this so that when I come in, I know that, okay, this is the product, this is the objective, this is the date, and this the date, and this is the destination, so that it makes sense to me. Then I'll set my budget. Some of you might set it to $5 per day. Usually, most people are going to set it to $3. So that's what we are going to be using. And once I've done that, I'll click on continue. There's nothing for you to do here. Don't mind yourself with the special art category. You don't need to select anything here, and you don't also need to change anything here. The auction, we've already set it. It's a sales campaign. Unless maybe you change your mind and you
Um,
say, okay, this is going to be,
hello, Alice.
yes,
Hello.
hello.
Please, like, I'm kind of confused. So, are you using the Facebook Messenger or Facebook ads page? And which one are you using?
I'm using the Facebook Ads Manager. So it is the app you install on. Have you have you installed it on your phone?
Yeah, I have. I've installed it, but I really have no use it for it because I don't know how to.
Yes, and that's what we are learning today. So
The
please,
ad manager.
uh-huh.
Ah, okay.
So the ads money, for those who don't have it, go to your Play Store and then download, look for the um the the Meta Ads Manager. That's what we are doing. So this
Ah, okay.
this is the mobile version, right? So this is the mobile version, what you see on your phone. I'm bringing it here because most
Mm,
of you here use your phone to run the ad. So that's why this is the mobile version. This is the session for mobile version, right? And once we,
oh,
so,
okay.
so let
So,
me,
is it possible you start from the green December? I was a little bit confused. I didn't know where you were starting from.
all right. So let me show
Mm.
you, 1 second. Uh, is it possible? 1 second. All right. You see this? So on Play Store, if you go to Play Store, we have something called a Meta Ads Manager. This is what we are using today. This is the app we are using, right? So once you have this app, this is the app. You log in to it. Once you've logged in, this is where we are. This is where we are working from. This is the dashboard of the Meta Ads Manager. So to create an ad, to create a campaign, there is this green button here. I would simply click on it. This is the create. I have the create campaign and I have the duplicate existing campaign. What we are doing is creating a campaign, creating a new campaign. So I'll click on create campaign, and our objective to get the optimal results that we are looking for is going to be the sales campaign, because the sales campaign is good for conversion and catalog sales. I'm not going to go over this objective again. If you want to really understand this, we have some recordings that have explained this objective. Please walk through and go through that. But the optimal result, we select the sales campaign, right? So once I've selected the sales campaign, let me just wait for it to load. Let me wait for it to load. Right. So that the campaign name, you can give it any name you want. You can give it any name you want. But for me, this is how I I name it so that I'm not confused when I get into the arts manager. It can be anything that you want. You can name it Madam Mensens, you can name it Cemech, anything that you want that would give you the assurance that okay, this is the art that you're running, right? So you can have any name, you can name it any how you want. But for me, this is my usual naming convention, right? So once I've given it the name, the next thing is going to be my budget. So let's say you've set 500 Ghana cedis per month for your budget, right? So let me open up. Let me open up calculator, for example. You set about 500 Ghana cedis for the month. So 500 divided by maybe 30. Let's just use 30 for example. That means we can spend about 16 Ghana cedis per day. right? So that probably 16 Ghana cedis like this. So uh 13 is $1. That's not even enough. But let's just take let's just take it as an example that we have uh 500 Ghana cedis for the month on Earth. We can set our budget to $3 for example. That's what most of you here use. So $3 is our budget. If you have more and you want to spend more, you can even put $30, right? You can put $30 as your daily budget. But we are starting small, so we are starting at $3 per day. That's our daily budget. Then I'll click on continue. Whatever you're seeing here, this special art category, this campaign details, there's nothing here for you to do. There's nothing here for you to do again. This special art, you don't even need to open it. There's nothing here for us to do. What is next for us is going to be on the art set. So we've finished everything in the campaign level. The next thing is going to be the art set level, right? So we have the folder, and inside the art folder, we have the art set. This is where you are going to be doing a lot of settings. You are going to be doing a lot of changes. Yeah, so I'm going to change the name again to what I've named it previously. And then other part I wanted to pay attention to, I mentioned this, right? I mentioned that the conversion is very important because one of the affiliate, one madam came here, I believe, um, oh man, I've forgotten, but one of the affiliates, her ad is actually working, but the destination was wrong. So she ended up wasting a lot of money on an ad that could have potentially made her more, right? So you pay attention to this part. The conversion. After people see the ad, what should they do next? For us, we want them to send a message on WhatsApp, right? And that's what we want to do. If we want them to go to the shopping cart, we'll set where we are going to set website. For us, the optimal destination is going to be on WhatsApp, right? So let me just wait for this to load. So hmm, let me just wait for it to load. It's taking a while. All right. So you can see we have website, we have message destination. This message destination is very, very important because after they see the ad, the call to action is going to tell them that, hey, send us a message on WhatsApp. And if this has not been selected, it's going to be very hard for them to reach out to you. They'll end up sending a message to you on Messenger. On default, the message destination is set to Messenger. Most of you here don't even use Facebook that much. So it's not recommended, it's not wise for you to put it on Messenger. You want to put it on the app that you are using. So the messaging app that we are using here is going to be WhatsApp Business. So if we are here, if not transition to WhatsApp Business, it's not going to work, right? So you need a WhatsApp Business for Facebook to actually allow for what we are doing to work. Previously, it was not the same. You can use any WhatsApp account or WhatsApp app at all and to still work. Now the meta is that it. Sorry, I'm using. So then what is working right now is the WhatsApp business. So you need a WhatsApp business, and WhatsApp business you have to install that. So if you go onto Play Store again and you don't have WhatsApp business, you simply enter in WhatsApp business, right? And you install this on your phone. You install this on your phone before it will work. And once you've installed this and you've changed your number, you go back and then you change your WhatsApp on the phone that you're using. I'm not going to go into this today. But if you have any problems with this, let me know and I'll touch base on that. Right. So once I've set my destination to WhatsApp, I'll come back here. And the next thing that I told you to pay attention to is going to be the schedule. Most of you here are running your ad and you have a target in mind that, okay, I only have my budget is 500 Ghana cedis. But apart from that, the rest of the money is for something else. If you don't set an end date to the app that you're running, Facebook is going to charge your account for a very long time. So if you look at the schedule here, you can see it is set to today and the rest is ongoing. So to set an end date, I'll simply come here. I'll simply come here and instead of ongoing, I'll click on that and then I'm going to set an end date. So add an end date, right? So with this one, let's say I want to run the ad for 7 days. That means that on 7 days is going to be next week, Tuesday here, right? So I'll set my end date and then I'll click on done. So you can see the ad is going to run today and to end next week, Tuesday, right? So for those who have, okay, I want to run the ad for 7 days, this is how you do it. So that when 7 days is up, your ad would not continue to run and continue to spend money. Right. So once I've done that, the next important part of this, of what I'm doing here, the thing is this, where you're going to spend a lot of time is going to be the art set level. And where you're going to spend a lot of creativity is going to be the art. So the art set level, you can practice it over and over again. Even if you are not going to publish any art, you can practice on it a lot, right? So that's why we are using the mobile version so that you see exactly what I'm doing. So you see exactly what I'm doing here, and then you see on your phone, you see the exact same thing. Right. So after you've set your schedule, like your start date and then your end date, now it's time for you for the audience control, like the audience. Most of you here, you started with the boost post. With the boosting of the post, usually you might get access to some of these controls, but it's not going to be very detailed. So the audience control for Renal Call that we are currently running, we want it to be run to a very mature audience, not for people under or 18, right? So usually FDA's approval is 18 years and above. We can leave it as is, and it's going to run all over Ghana. But I told you that there's a trick, there's a hack, right, that you can use with the ad that we are running. Most of the affiliates have been making sales in particular regions that you can pay attention to. There are some hotspots where sales are coming from. So you go onto the WhatsApp page and you can go in there and do some research. But I've done the research for you, so you just need to you just need to pay attention, right? So the location, instead of making it broad to be only on Ghana like this and minimum age to be 18, the first thing that I'm going to change is going to be from, so here you can see that the estimated audience is up to 11 million. Again, you're not going to reach 11 million with only $3 per ad. If that was the case, everyone would be a millionaire running ads, but that's not the case. So to get the optimal results, the first thing that I'm going to change is going to be my minimum age. I'm going to change it from 18 to 25. And then instead of only putting it on broad on Ghana, I'm going to change it from Ghana, and then I'm going to select certain regions in Ghana I believe are hotspots for people who would be interested in renal call, right? So the first hotspot obviously is going to be Accra, so Greater Accra region. So Greater Accra, I'll select okay. The next region is going to be Ashanti region. Let me wait for the pop-up to come. All right, my network is a little bit slow here. All right, it seems the network is down for the count. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know, please. Looks like my network is down. All
Yeah,
right,
we can hear you.
awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, here we go. So I'll select Ashanti region. Then the next part, again, northern region is one part. Northern Oh, sorry. There are a lot of northern regions, but we want the one in Ghana. So northern Ghana. Then we also have western Ghana as well. Western Ghana is another part that a lot of sales have been coming from. And the last one is central Ghana, central region. Right. So these are like one of the top hotspots based on my research that we can target. Right. So once you've done that, you just click on the so once you've done that, you just click on the check mark at the right hand corner here. So once you've clicked on that, you should have this, right? So once you've done all this, the next thing that you are going to see, you can see we have the minimum age 25 to 26. But let's say you are running an ad for CM fights, then instead of or you set it to women because that particular product is meant for women. So you set it to women here, but with the renal call, you set it to all genders, right? So based on this alone, we are already done with the audience section. And after you've finished with so let me summarize what we've done. We selected the location, the age minimum. We also have our audience, like this is the bracket. We also have our gender. I also showed you how we can change this from all to either men or women. You'll see that exactly on your phone. And once we've done all this, there's a lot here that you can do, brothers and misters and misses. Like there's a lot you can do on Facebook, but to not overwhelm all of you here. That's why we are only doing like the majority, like the topmost part that would bring in sales immediately. Like we can go into details. We can target people based on the food they eat. We can even target people based on the pages they follow. We can target people based on their interest. There's a lot we can do. But if I start getting in there, most of you um will be confused. So to make it very easy, if this alone, if you follow me step by step what I'm doing, if you follow me with if you follow exactly what we've done here today, and then you launch an ad based on what we've done today, God willing, you get results better than what you were getting with only boosting a post, right? So that's one thing. Then after you've done everything right. Then we also have the placement. You can leave it as is, but usually one of the things that I do is to set it to manual placement. So manual placement, you tell Facebook where you want the ad to be shown. On advantage plus placement, Facebook is going to decide on your behalf, right? So usually for me, I'll set it to manual placement and I'll come here and then as you can see, it is set to Facebook and then Instagram, right? So it's going to Facebook is going to show the ad to these platforms on Facebook and then on Instagram, right? And once I've done all this, I'll just click on continue and that is it. Once we've done all this, the next part is going to be the ad. So with the ad, so once I click on continue, the first thing we are going to do is to change the name. So let me paste this. So this is going to be our ad number one. So our ad number one for Rena call. And I mentioned that we have two parts of the ad. You can use an existing post that you've already posted. So if you have a post that you've made on your page, you've created your caption nicely done, you have your image or you have your video, and you've already posted it. So let me select a different page to use as an example for this. So let me select the Cemech global network. So for this, let's say we have a post that we've already made. Instead of selecting create ad, I'll select use existing post. Most of you here have existing posts that you've made. you've created a nice caption, you've created a captivating hook, you have the image, you have everything done correctly, and want to boost that post, you select use existing post, right? Once I have the use existing post, I'll click on continue. Once I'm done, I'll come here and then select the post that I want to boost, right? So we have typhoid, there's life changing, there's a lot of posts here. So we made a post for Renacle, right? There isn't any Renacle post here. So with this, I can set, let's set this one for example, as an example. All right, so I used this as an example, and okay, so let's see what's wrong. Okay, it says creative missing body test. This ad creative needs body test. So let me select her. Okay, I select the right one. All right. So as you can see that there was a red warning sign because of the the post that we selected. There was something missing that Facebook was telling us about. And it's easy. We just change the post that we were posting, and you can see that that particular red warning is gone. So once I click on the preview, this is it. Like this is very easy. From step to finish, we've created the ad, we've selected the audience that we want. We've also we've also selected the post that we want to boost, right? So the making the post is something that you guys are already used to. I don't need to go into details about how to make a post on Facebook. So you make your post on Facebook and then you follow this detail to detail. And once we've done all that we have, you followed everything, you just click on publish. Once you click on publish, Facebook will then review everything you've done to see if it is aligned to their terms and conditions. If it is aligned, they'll approve the ad and your ad will be seen by people. This usually can take on the minimum end 1 to 2 hours, on the maximum end 24 to 48 hours. Right. So once I click on publish, this ad should go live. But we are not going to do that because this ad is just a test for the class. But for you, if you have the budget, you simply click on publish and the ad would go live. So that is where I'm going to end. I'm going to end it for the mobile session. We'll be doing this over and over and over again until everyone here can do it. I want you guys to get to the point where if you are sleeping and then someone wakes you up and then they ask you how can I create a sales campaign, how can I create uh, whatever campaign there is. I want you to get to the point where it's going to be very easy for you to do, right? So this is like the first step. This is a sales campaign. The next time that we come, we'll be looking at multiple campaigns. We'll be setting up multiple campaigns. Another one that I'm very excited about is the cart system. Um, by God's grace and thanks to the administration here and then the leadership here, we have the card system that you can use. Now you can send people to the cards, like they can order online, and instead of you having to speak to people on WhatsApp, they simply go to the page and then and you can make sales, and then the team, the officer will do the delivery on your behalf. It's as easy as it comes. And then as time goes on, I'll also show you how to build a landing page. Let me show you an example, right? So let me whet your appetite a little bit about what is to come. So there's this. Let me show you 1 second. Um, right. So let me share my screen. I'm whetting your appetite a little bit so that you guys will be you should look forward to it. There's a time is coming where I'll show you exactly how to create a page like this. I created this. This is a landing page. It's nicely done. Then we have like the call to action. Then once they so with this call to action, for instance, once they click on this, they'll it will send them to a different page where they can place their order. I'll show you exactly how to do this. Another thing that I'm also very interested in, also that is also upcoming, is how to create this AI UGC videos, like this UGC videos with AI. So be looking ahead to that. So um whetting your appetite a little bit for what is to come. Again, as we pray, please pray for the leadership here. They've been doing a lot for the team. This you don't find this anywhere. That you have people who are interested in helping you make money, as well as giving you the training to make that happen, and getting a dedicated person to spend time with you both in person and online. It's it's not done everywhere. So please, as you are praying, please pray for the leadership as well, that God should bless them and continue to give them more health and prosperity, and for you as well, that if they are blessed, the same blessing will trickle down to everyone. So yeah, God bless you. I believe there's some announcements that will be given for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a meeting here in the office. So we'll be starting before, that's 10:30. So we'll be starting at 10:30. I'll be taking, again, last week we started with the practicals. Most of you came with some great feedback. So we'll be continuing with the practicals in person here. And if you have any struggles that you've come up with, please bring it along. We are here for you and we are ready to help. I'll render this and then upload it to YouTube as well, so that I can also watch this over and over again. I see um Madam Mercy has some question. All right, so please you can unmute.
But
Yes.
please, this is a personal request. You know, the Facebook, some of us we weren't using it too. It's because of this thing that we are now learning.
Okay.
So if you, it will not be like, it will not take much of your time. Like for me, the boosting a post, can you just run through it for me?
Right now,
Like, I don't know if it's possible, but if it's not possible, there.
okay. So my question is like, what we are doing here, is it that you don't like understand it?
Like what
Because
we did today,
yes,
I followed it very well, so I'm okay with it. But the
yes.
boosting of the post, and then before we get here, what am I supposed to have done
Okay.
before I get to what we did today?
All right. So um okay, I'll definitely, please reach out to me, because like the first thing that you need is like your page. You already have that. The other thing that you need is going to be your ads manager. So once you've installed that, please go over this session again. This is exactly the boosting the post, but the right way. Usually you make
Okay.
the post and then you click on the button on Facebook directly. But instead of doing that on Facebook, we are using a separate app that Facebook has, which is the ads manager, and we find that on the Play Store, right? So that's one way of doing it. This is like the best way of getting the best result. The boosting of the post usually is for awareness, but we want our we want to make sales. So that's why we are using um this particular app, this particular application. So no worries. If you don't understand, you can reach out to me and I'll do my best to get back to you. All right. Does anyone have any follow-up questions? All right. If there's no question, then thank you for coming on, and we'll meet, God willing, tomorrow as well. All right. And we also have another
Okay.
class that's going to be for the online session, that's going to be on Saturday at 6. So you can also be there. Again, if you have any questions based on what we've done today, if you have any struggles, you can send me a message and I'll do my best to get back to you. All right. God bless you and be a blessing.
And bless